Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thank you for joining us today. If you watched last week's show, you're going to notice that this is just another segment of the wonderful world of insurance. And I know a lot of people, they start hearing insurance and they just like start going into a zoning mode. But insurance is important. I can't stress to you enough of how you need to set up your life, look at where you are at in your life, and start realizing that things do happen. Fires happen, tornadoes happen, hurricanes, and maybe not here hurricanes, but we are affected by hurricanes and our rates, obviously, but we have floods that happen. And when those unexpected, but things do happen, come up in your life, the last thing you want to do is be underinsured. And that's why we're here. We've been an insurance agency. We're located in the Vergas State Bank, and we've been here for over 50 years. Gordon Dahlgren founded the insurance agency. Greg and Lee Dahlgren are the owners and agents of the agency, and I'm also an agent that works for them. And we can help you with life insurance. We can help you with disability. We can help you with personal lines, which is auto and home. We can help you with commercial, business. You've got that boat to insure. If you've got that motor home to insure, and we're thinking, unfortunately, snowmobiles right now, and if you got those to insure, those are the things that we can help you with. And I'd really like to stress to you, too, that by coming into an agency like this, you've got an agent. We always like to say our policies come with an agent. That means that we're gonna look out for you. We're gonna cover you when we know that maybe you have a life-changing thing happen, a new baby, a new car that you've bought, when you're building a home, and you start going online and looking for that, and you're not always going to find somebody who knows you, the customer. The other thing is to think about is, okay, say you've started out and maybe you're renting a home, maybe you got just your first car, then you're going to build a home. When we can package, that means putting all of our policies together with one company. That's one way that we're going to be able to save you a lot of money. When we write your car with the same company, when we write your umbrella policy with the same company, when we write your home, and then you get a life insurance policy in there, you're going to see discounts that are just out of this world. Auto Owners is one of the companies that we write with, as well as North Star Mutual, Lake Park in Cuba. We write with Continental Western. We write with Progressive. We write with a lot of other sub-companies for some of our commercial things. But what I'd like to talk today about is our homeowners insurance. And when I think about one of our companies with our homeowners insurance and start doing the packaging, the first thing that comes into mind with me when somebody walks into my office, I look at their age, I look at where they're at in their life and where they're at with their family and job and where they're living, type of a thing, and I put that whole package thing together in my mind. And then I start to think about, okay, which company is going to offer this customer the most discounts? Which company is going to be the best for the mature homeowner? Which company is going to be the best for the new homeowner? And then I start thinking about those things, and then I look at that company that I first think about. What's always fun for me is after I do a complete quote and put all that information in with the company that I first thought about, I always challenge myself and go check out the other companies that we have. So I'm always trying to compare with the companies that we write so that I'm offering the best premium at the best coverages. It might not always be where the coverages are going to, the coverages might change, but I always am looking out first for the best coverages and hoping that the best premium comes in at that. Because like I said before, you want to be insured for what you have at the time of loss. That's when you don't want to find out that you're not. When I think about homeowners insurance, there's 6 parts to it. There's your dwelling coverage to it. There is the coverage that goes for any other structures that you possibly have on your premises. There's your personal property coverages that you have. There's coverages for loss of, like if you have to move off of your home and it's additional expense is what it's called, and live somewhere else while your home is being repaired. There's liability coverage for it, and then there's MedPay coverage. And so I just want to talk about those for a minute, each one a little bit. Of course, the dwelling is just that. It's what your home is worth, what we cover it for. And there's a theory out there called replacement cost theory. It's an estimator that what we do is we put in the square footage of your home, the year it was built, we put in the zip code of where it is built at, and we put in all the different, from siding to the heating to the number of rooms to anything special that you have in it. We plug all those factors into the computer under the replacement cost therapy. Therapy, yeah. Need therapy from insurance? No, it's the theory. And what it does is it comes back with what it would cost to rebuild your home at that location of like kind. And it gives us what's called a replacement cost for your home. And that's what insurance companies base your dwelling coverage on. If you want to be in a homeowner's program that has the best coverage for you, you want to insure your home for what the replacement cost comes at. And it's a good idea to stop in, and that's why we do renewal checkups and stuff like every 3 to 5 years, is because that can vary. I'm sure a lot of you realize right now with the housing market, replacement costs have gone down. 5 years ago, replacement costs were just going out of the sky because the cost of building was that much higher and homes were being that much more valued, and things have kind of evened off and they're coming down a little bit. So you need to insure your home for replacement costs so that when it comes time for a loss that you are insured for at least that. And the other thing is you want to insure your personal property for your replacement cost. That's an additional endorsement that you need to make sure that you let your agent know that you add on there. And when you talk about personal property, it's usually just a percentage factor of how much you're insuring your dwelling for. That can be adjusted. And I always tell people, you know, personal property, you want to keep a little bit higher. I mean, you're not going to be calling me every time you go out and maybe buy a new couch or you buy a new TV or you're adding something to your home. So you want to keep that just a little bit higher so that you've got that little bit of cushion that in the event of a loss. It's a good idea to do a videotaping of your home, put that videotape off premises, and so that you've got that. So when you do have a loss, then you have a chance to look back over and are able to remember all of those things. The other things on there that's a biggie is the personal liability. You want to make sure that you have a high enough personal liability coverage to cover you in the case of a lawsuit of something happening on your home. Do not ever scrimp on personal liability. For the premium that it costs you for that personal liability, it is definitely worth it. And then of course there's the med pay if somebody gets hurt in your home. Keep in mind that there is something to cover for that, a small amount before their health insurance would kick in if someone would be hurt on your home. The other one is if you have other structures on your home. If you have like a detached garage or a small storage shed, you can add extra coverage for that, but there is a percentage that's added on to that too. Keep in mind that as we're getting into the winter season here, if you have a wood burner in your home, your agent needs to know that. The reason they need to know that is because they want to make sure that you've got it properly installed, and they want to make sure that if there is a loss because of the wood burner, that you have it disclosed on your policy. And we've got a great little wood burning installation thing here in operation that goes with the companies. All of our companies have that can help you. And wood burning is great heat. It's just got to be done properly, and they want to make sure that the stove is properly installed. And so if that's something that you have, be sure and let your agent know. So we're going to be having a question a week. Be sure and call in and let us know what it is, and we'll add all those questions, and then this next show hopefully we'll answer some of them. And stop in and see us at the Vergas Insurance Agency. You have a good day in Vergas.